Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Welcome to the Arrington Ice Arena for this contest between U of M Flint and Adrian College on the ice of the Arrington for men's D2 ACHA hockey. We welcome you inside the Arrington for what should be a good contest between two teams. Pretty evenly matched on paper. Played a close game yesterday. Josh Mitchell and Remington here in the booth. Remington, what are we looking at for that game yesterday leading into our contest here this evening?
Well, you're on the second half of a home and home. Of course, yesterday played in Wolverine territory, and Bulldogs came out on top. They scored the first two goals of the game. Then in the third period, Michigan came back, scored a couple goals on their own, but ultimately wasn't enough for them. And I think an interesting note, at the end of that game, things got a little bit chippy. A couple majors called at the end of that one. One on Austin Hickson and then Brady Desmadrill. So they got something to look at going into this game. Small rivalry between these teams that kind of brewed last night, so we'll see how that comes into play today.
Physical play, as always, at the men's D2 level. Adrian College trying to bounce back. They have a positive record, 12-11 on the season, but not been the highest quality as of late for these Bulldogs.
Yeah, a lot of it's just been goal prevention. This team has majorly struggled on the defensive end. So today, I expect I expect them to put a lot of emphasis on that side of the puck. And well, specifically, you're looking at senior Sean Potts, who's really been the anchor of that back end of the defense. He brings the physical presence, plays a lot of minutes, heavy minutes, almost every single night, and even shifts in a bit offensively. He has 12 points on the year, so I expect him to make an impact early and often today.
Bulldogs and Wolverines. Puck drop is next right here on ACTV.
these students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena on the campus of Adrian College. Wolverines and Bulldogs. It's U of M Flint and Adrian College getting set to drop the puck in the first period of what should be a good contest this evening. A pair of teams that got chippy at the end of the game yesterday. Now they come home to the Arrington. We'll see what kind of action we have in store for us tonight. We are underway from the Arrington. Early possession for U of M Flint as they try to control the puck. Got down 2-0 early yesterday. Going to try and avoid that kind of start today. Not really any clean possession for either team so far. Now Adrian trying to break it out. They'll get it out over the blue line for the breakout.
Yeah, if you're Adrian, you're going to want to keep the puck really in the offensive zone. Obviously, that goes without saying, but with a freshman in net, Dylan Callahan, this is his 7th game played on the season. You know, you really don't want to give him too many tests early on. You just kind of hope that the offense drives you here tonight.
Puck wraps all the way around to the back. A little bit of awkward there for Joseph Weber in net for U of M Flint. Here's a early breakaway shot deflected away by Weber. Played back behind. Trying to wrap it around. Now it goes down the boards and Michigan will break it out. Feed it all the way down into the near corner. No contact there as they fight for the puck. Now it's taken away, set up on top. Sent around behind, trying to play it off the boards. Gets knocked off the puck. So now it heads back out to the blue line. Adrian trying to clear this one out, and they will. Then all the way back behind. Caledon will set it up there. Bulldogs wearing their alternate black and yellow military camo uniforms. So some of the players not wearing their regular numbers tonight. Case in point there is McNamara. Normally wears 29, wearing 66 tonight. Makes contact fighting for that puck. Here's a shot at range, blocked away. Sent around in front, and Adrian will break it out again. McNamara with it. He'll throw it all the way down, and oh my gosh, he scored!
How about Braden McNamara? Just before the blue, we'll take another look at it. just kind of got one off the board, just trying to send one deep, get a line change in, but finds the back of the net.
Scores from the center ice line. One of the longest goals you'll ever see. And just like that, Weber caught napping in net as McNamara adds a first goal of the contest for Adrian.
Yeah, good start for them. Again, I mentioned the freshman in net, you kind of want to give them some leeway because you never know what you're going to see back there out of the youngster, but plays like that certainly going to help early on.
Here's a good move inside, blocked by Weber, sat in front for a second. Here's a long shot, goes wide. This one played off the boards. Adrian out to chase it down. That's Carper. Carper plays it up ahead. All the way down and behind. Both teams kind of poking for it back there. Goes around to the near side. Able to get it out in front. Penetrates in. Weber with a block. Flipping around. Another shot out on top. But one goes wide. Down behind once again. Another shot kind of flung over. Ends up going up into the netting.
Yeah, promising start here by the Bulldogs. Obviously, you're going to take a goal in the first couple minutes of the game, but the amount of pressure they're putting on Joseph Weber and the rest of this Wolverine defense, setting the tone early on the offensive end.
Puck played back behind once again. Michigan trying to block it away, stays over the blue line. Now it clears over. Adrian trying to reset here. Now they get inside, but quickly deflected, and a breakout opportunity for U of M Flint. 3-on-3 on the breakaway. They'll throw it all the way down, back behind the net. Steiner will chase it down there before it ends up back on top and intercepted by Adrian. He then takes it back at center ice. Swing around. And U of M Flint has really not established any clean possession really this entire first period so far.
Yeah, just kind of a lack of puck control. This Adrian defense not being not as physical as we've seen them be in the past. However, the sticks are on the ice, just getting in the passing lanes and maybe in the back of the head of some of these Wolverines as they try to make those cross-ice passes here.
Another cross-ice pass here that ends up going all the way down. U of M Flint will swap out their line and end up with the puck back on their own end. Here's a puck that goes wild, almost intercepted. Instead, it swings all the way around the outside of the boards. Set up in front, trying to get a shot off, not there. Played back to neutral ice, and they will reset. And then trying to break this one out, and they will back over neutral ice. Back into center again, and it'll swing all the way around the boards. Trying to get it through, but that's a nice block to keep it inside. Trying to feed it out in front, not quite there for Rose.
To give the Bulldogs a chance to get a couple fresh new bodies out there on the defensive end.
All the way back around again. This has been minimal but consistent pressure from U of M for the last several minutes. Able to intercept another pass out at center ice. Finally, Adrian trying to get it down on the other end, goes all the way around and ends up back on the Adrian blue line. That one really went around the world. Ends up back at the Bulldog logo before it gets thrown down. That one almost touches the netting, but stays in play. The reset back behind. Trying to throw it out ahead here. Not able to do so cleanly, at least. Taken away by Temple. He loses it to the far side. Pass thrown across ice. As just kind of slowly drifting here is Flint. Now they get it out onto the far side. It's knocked off the puck. Adrian will try and get possession. That pass targeting a player coming off the ice, so turns into possession for Michigan-Flint. Here's a takeaway and an attack down the ice, all the way through. Tries to leave it behind. Knocked away. Swing all the way around the outside. Back around behind Weber once again. Here's one thrown awkwardly out in front. Ends up getting covered by the glove of Weber, as that was a pretty long sequence with not a lot of control really by either side.
Yeah, neither team really able to establish a consistent attack. You saw a little bit from U of M Flint there for a bit, but no real clean looks to the net. But on the offensive end, you saw an early impact from Basil Cook. Well, we didn't see a goal on that possession. The gravity that Cook had, as soon as he touched the puck, you see maize and blue jerseys just kind of swarm around him, just unrelenting, not allowing him to do basically anything on the offensive end.
Michigan with another breakaway, throws one towards net. That one goes wide. Callahan. More heavy contact as a Flint player goes down on the far side, and they'll have to stop play. That was Wesley Wan. Took the contact, went down hard. Trainers out to check on him. As they do that, we will step aside and be right back as they check on Wan. A power play coming up for Michigan. We'll be back with more here on ACTV.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus visit.
Welcome back to the Arrington as a power play is on, and it looks like a 5-minute power play as well, as that penalty was assigned against Adrian's Seiler Brugel. Again, the different numbers these players are wearing make it harder to identify them sometimes.
I'm not sure I agree with that being a major. It was a big hit delivered on the boards, but it didn't look like there was any malicious intent behind it whatsoever. Just happened to have a minor injury on the play, but I'm not sure I agree with a 5-minute major being assessed on that.
Wesley Wong did pop up a couple seconds later and did skate over to the bench without assistance. So Adrian will have to defend for 4 minutes and 36 seconds yet on this power play. Official holding up play here. Now they're ready to drop it. Flint wins the faceoff over the far side. Throws a shot, blocked well out in front by Ackerman.
Yeah, big stop there by Ackerman, putting the body on the line. He knows he's got to defend for the next 4.5 minutes as we take another look at it. It was a crucial faceoff loss for the Dogs. You see right here from the wing, Ackerman just throwing the leg right in front of it, knocking that one down, not even giving Callahan the opportunity to make a save.
U of M establishes clean possession quickly again. Temple leaves it off into the corner. Taking their time is Potter. Back to Temple. He gets it out in front. Tough shot. Good save by Callahan, and it's cleared away.
Yeah, a little bit of a mishap from the Bulldog defense, just letting the wing slide in right through the slot. Had a big opening on the right side of the net, just unable to capitalize.
Michigan will try and reset the offense. They will do just that, still here in the 5-on-4. Over to the circle, blocked away by Callahan. Loses the puck for a second and almost able to penetrate into the back line. Now fighting for it against the boards on the near side. Comes away to Flint. But off the boards, bounces around, down below once again. Popped away for Hinkston. Now out on top, back to Hinkston. He throws a shot right to Callahan. Good job to track that one through the bodies.
Yeah, Bulldogs doing a nice job not letting these Wolverines penetrate, just forcing these these long shots, just a few stride lengths in front of that blue line makes it much easier for Callahan.
Be nice for Adrian to try and win a faceoff here. It's been 2 clean faceoff wins so far on the power play for Michigan, and this time Adrian will get a little bit of control and get it around the boards and all the way down.
Yeah, I've already killed just about 2 minutes of this power play here. Oh, with 3 minutes left, we'll see if the Wolverines can capitalize on an early scoring opportunity.
Down 1-0 off of the half-ice shot by McNamara. Go across on top. Back over for Hingston. He tries to get it inside. Bounces around, goes wide. Back out, and not quite able to keep it in was Nolan Palazzo.
Yeah, line's been right on that as Nolan Palazzo just couldn't quite get the stick down in time. Ends up right over that blue line. So 2:35 left on the kill. Bulldogs doing a great job so far.
Face-off, almost controlled by Michigan, and it almost turns into a shorthanded opportunity. Instead, they're going to try and take it down ice. They'll do just that all the way through. Throws a shot right into the glove of Callahan.
Hey, we've already seen an early test for Callahan. That was their 7th shot on goal early on here, and well, for a guy who hasn't gotten a ton of playing time, well, good to see that early on.
Reminder to stay connected with all the action by following at AdrianCollegeTV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow at AdrianCollegeTV today. Here's a breakaway opportunity the other way. Almost fed it out in front. It pops awkwardly in the crease, but nobody there for Adrian. Still 2 minutes to go on the power play. Bulldogs have done a good job on the defense so far. Continuing to try and kill off time as they send it down ice once again. And here's a awkward slide right into Weber. So now it's a 5-on-3 the other way. Well, that player tries to get back on the defensive end, which they will. So the 5-on-4 defense reset for the Bulldogs. Throw in front, not quite there. Back out in front to Temple once again. Gives it off to Carpenter as it gets knocked off a Bulldog stick. Tries to block it away, and they will, all the way down the ice.
I'll tell you what, I am impressed by this Bulldog power play kill right now. The sticks are down in the lanes. Wolverines just can't complete more than 2 consecutive passes before a Bulldog stick gets in the way.
Trying to do the same here. Not able to do so that time. Carpenter throws it across ice to Rose. Rose back to Carpenter. He tries to throw a shot, gets deflected in front, and goes up into the netting of the Arrington.
Yeah, more good stick work there. That time by Gabe Arteaga. Although the emphasis was defense, I'm sure they didn't expect a 5-minute major this early on, but give credit to the Dogs. They are doing their best to kill this power play, and, well, only 42 seconds left on it.
7 shots so far in the game for the Wolverines. As here's another deflection that'll roll all the way down the ice. Being harassed down on that end. Clark being aggressive. Instead, here's a breakaway all the way through in the crease. Shot blocked by Callahan. Pass across. Oh, almost dangerous out in front. As Potter couldn't quite get his stick on it. Instead, it'll go along the near boards. A lot of bodies down in front. The deflection stays on this end once again. It'll pop away and go over the blue line as the penalty kill is good. A 5-minute major penalty kill for Adrian College, and they maintain the 1-0 advantage.
Man, I can't tell you how important that is for a team that struggled on the defensive end all season long. Early statement on that side of the ice.
This one gets thrown down, and I'll call this one for icing. So a chance for both teams to kind of reset just a little bit here. because Adrian had some good pressure in the first couple of minutes of this game, and that 5-minute power play kind of killed all of that. Now they're going to have to try and re-find that even strength offense.
I'll tell you what, though, that builds momentum. When you make a huge defensive stand like that, it's less of what it does for you, but that U of M Flint team has got to be shaking their heads, looking down at the ground, thinking, what just happened? Early 5-minute major, and really only 1 or 2 good looks against Callahan that whole time.
Another throw in all the way back around. Tries to feed it out. Bounces off the stick of Stenger, but not able to keep it in. Pops around and ends up with an offsides called on Berger.
Yeah, I was a little worried these officials might be a little trigger happy as well. Take another look at this play. It's kind of kicked into the zone, but I'll give credit to Easton Green throwing the stick and keeping that one out of harm's way.
Adrian trying to find that offense. Establish some momentum here. Get it over the blue line. Poked away quickly. Adrian keeps it in this end, though. Here's a shot all the way back around behind. Nobody there to collect it. Instead, it's U of M Flint who will head the other way. Callahan will play it off into the corner. Bounced off the boards. Throw all the way straight across the ice, and it'll bounce all the way down back behind. No icing called here. They'll throw it all the way down ice again, and this one will be an icing.
Yeah, we're seeing these teams try to stretch the ice out, run these long plays to the forwards at center ice, but just a little bit too much heat on all these passes just past the outstretched sticks, and neither team able to get that big play right now.
1-0 the advantage for Adrian off of McNamara's half-ice shot. Michigan will play it in. Hand grab to keep it on the offensive end for Adrian, but Flint's still able to clear it away back over neutral ice quickly. Adrian able to collect. That's Ackerman who will throw it back around behind. Trying to keep it on this end and able to do so, but hand is up. Well, got a player head to the box.
Yeah, it's going to be Nolan Palacio. We'll take another look at it here as that puck rattles around. A lot of congestion there, and that stick just comes down and flips the skate of that Bulldog straight up in the air. It's going to get a call every single time, especially when it's right in front of the official like that.
So Palacio will head to the box. So opportunity here for Adrian. You kill off a 5-minute major of your own. Now you got a chance on the power play to try and add to this 1-0 advantage. Official taking his time to drop the puck. Now they do. Adrian wins the faceoff. Try throwing in front. Good block out on top. So Adrian will have to try and reset. Crossed ice now to the near side. Hunterbridge tries to get it in. Throw that one towards goal and collected by Weber.
I like the play by Arteaga there. He had a slight window right side, and then it had a little bit of opening, trying to beat the left shoulder of Weber. But credit Weber, did a nice job sliding over and covering up that gap.
Puck down. All the way around, rebound. Popped around in front, bunch of bodies hit the ice. Puck goes wide. Hand up from the official. So they're going to pull Callahan off the ice here and try and skate 6-on-4, but loses it on the transition.
Yeah, this one's going to be going against Grayson Meisner. We'll take another look at what happened. Again, a lot of congestion out in front. We mentioned things got chippy yesterday. A little bit of frustration by Meisner. Again, right in front of the official. He's got to be more aware and have a little bit more self-control than he displayed there.
Meisner will head to the box, and now a 5-on-3 for a minute 17. And if you talked about momentum killing off a 5-minute power play, if the Michigan can kill off a 5-on-3, that would be huge for them as well.
Yeah, kind of repeating what we saw yesterday. In the first period, there were 6 penalties total. Oh, this will be our 4th so far.
Adrian with the win. Rebound. Shot not quite there. Reset over in near side. Trying to find that angle. On that one. Recollected by Ortega. Swaps it off. Over to the far side. Just trying to find that opening. Now near side gets blocked on the attempted feed. 49 seconds to find an opportunity. Tries to swing it across, tapped and taken all the way back over. The defensive play for Michigan. Adrian will try and reset.
It's not a good play from Basil Cook there. Defender right in the lane, and he just kind of flipped it over, trying to sneak it through, but not enough on it to find that crease in the defense.
Here's an attempted shot, blocked in front. Recollected. Ortega throws one. Weber with another block. That one gets deflected in front and goes up into the netting. 17 seconds left in the 5-on-3.
And we're going to see a completely new line as we take another look at that last play. See Cook just scanning the ice, thought he had an opening. But instead he tried to flip it over to Ortega, but a Michigan defender right in the lane able to send that away.
Officials going to swap out the Adrian College face-off player once again. Trying to get everybody into a legal position. Now they drop the puck, and it's won by Michigan momentarily, but Adrian gets it back quickly. Tries to get inside, blocked by a diving Wolverine defender. Recollected, 4 seconds on the 5-on-3. Throws it across to the far side. 5-on-3 done. 40 seconds left on the regular power play. On top. Cross-ice shot. Good save from Weber. Now it bounces around back behind. Adrian will reset. Takes it across to the near side. Throw it over. That shot blocked by Weber. Rebound not there. Cross ice once again. Another shot goes right to Weber. Rebound bounces around and they score!
Yeah, how about the freshman Tyler Milazzo? We'll take another look at that goal here. And Bulldogs just couldn't find that shot from outside the entire time, so they get a rebound, and it ends up right at the feet of Milazzo, and he's able to punch that in just a completely wide open left side of the net after the rebound. That's a good job to capitalize.
Just like the game yesterday, Adrian with a 2-0 advantage in the first period. Milazzo, his second goal of the year off of the rebound. Adrian able to capitalize on the power play. This one gets sent back around. Weber will leave it there for his teammates. Trying to break it out here. Gets back to neutral ice and will slide all the way down. This one pops way up into the air. Michigan recollect it. Now fighting for a neutral ice. Goes across to Rose. Rose has it momentarily. Gets it out in front. Rebound shot. Blocked away by Callahan. Good save there. Ortega now with it for Adrian. He'll throw it all the way down the ice. Weber comes out to block it away. Michigan skating down once again. This is Hingston. He makes a move inside. Another move inside, loses it. Adrian looking to recollect. Michigan player goes down on the near side as puck continues to go around. Rose ends up with it back at neutral ice. Trying to feed it in to start a play for Michigan. Not able to do so as it's Adrian who collects it. Back behind. Throw it across ice. Pass a little too wide. but it gets sent right back to Adrian as they'll try and play it ahead. Here's a one-on-one, right through, shot, goal! Michael Tucker adds a third in the period for Adrian.
Nice play there from Tucker and the Bulldogs. It was a good leading pass up the ice as we take another look at it. Just no Michigan defenders able to get back. And you see him break wide open and just straight up beats Weber. Third goal of the first for the Adrian.
Both teams have been trying to set up that leak out, and this time Adrian gets it. Tucker with a good shot to add a third goal in the period. His fourth of the campaign. Now Michigan in a major deficit, down 3 in the first. Collected by Potter. He'll skate all the way through, tries to send one forward, but saved by Callahan. Adrian trying to clear this one away with 35 seconds left. They'll play it off the wall, almost another breakaway opportunity. Instead, Adrian will reset back behind. 30 seconds to go here in the period. Able to keep it on this side was Duhane, but Adrian recollects. Willing to take their time here, kill off the remainder of this period. All the way through. Temple throws a shot off, not there. Duhane tries to send one ahead, but time runs out in the period. And what a period it was for Adrian College. First, the long-range shot from McNamara.
Yeah, we'll take another look at this one here. Again, just from center ice, just trying to dump it in, set something up, and just, you said it earlier, he caught Weber kind of napping in net there. There's no reason that Weber shouldn't have been able to block that shot, but again, just falling asleep, and we'll give credit to McNamara. He takes full advantage.
Really a great show from Adrian of 3 different style goals. You had the long-range shot, you had this one, the rebound.
Yeah, again, during that power play, they were just trying to, penetrate. Nothing was opening up, so they take the long-range shot and take advantage of the rebound. That was their second goal of the game. And we'll take a look at the third one here. This one came from Tyler Milazzo. After a nice long feed, just gets it in there, and again, beats Weber, went 5-hole on him. And that is your 3 goals for Adrian here in the first.
Well done by Adrian as they claim a 3-0 advantage. Looking for a series sweep against University of Michigan-Flint. Second period coming up shortly. Bulldogs and Wolverines. More to come here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at AdrianCollegeTV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. a time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
I'm a special ed social worker. And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Win. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campusvisit.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1-to-15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small class sizes to championship-level athletics, we provide the tools and experiences you need to succeed. Join a community that prioritizes your success. Start your journey with us, where your potential is realized. Discover Adrian College.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
Welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena as the Adrian College Bulldogs retake the ice with a 3-0 advantage. And Remington, that was quite the first period for Adrian.
Absolutely. You know, coming in, I talked about the defensive end, and all they're doing that so far is 0 goals, but I don't know if we anticipated the offense being this high-powered. Yeah, you had a bit of a lucky goal at the start there, a goal from half ice. However, what stands out to me is that 5-minute major kill that they had early on. That really, it builds your own momentum and kind of takes away whatever minor momentum was being built up on the other side. It really wipes that out. So Bulldogs have all the momentum in the world, and, well, I anticipate them keeping that for at least this period.
Yeah, going to try and build on it. Now, you got to remember that game yesterday, Adrian had a 2-0 advantage and gave up 2 more goals. Let Michigan back into that game before eventually closing it out 3-2. That's something you really don't want to do here today.
Yeah, in that game, they had the 3-0 advantage and gave up the 2 unanswered. You know, the most dangerous lead in hockey is the 2-goal lead. Well, Adrian, they're sitting at 3, so they're feeling pretty good right now, but it's all about keeping the intensity up and not letting these Wolverines back in it.
Adrian going to try and put the Wolverines away. Michigan going to try and get back in it. Second period of hockey action from the Arrington. Moments away as the official win. Now they drop the puck. Adrian College in the black uniform skating right to left this period, trying to continue their offensive attack. 3 goals in that first period. Scored really in 3 different ways. You had the long-range half-ice shot, you had the rebound, and then you also had the breakaway goal. So wide range of abilities for this Adrian team in that first period. So far, a bunch of just back and forth. Adrian trying to keep the pressure on, but got a little too far ahead there, and it'll turn into an icing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what the Bulldogs do, and in the offensive zone, as you mentioned, they did it in 3 different ways, but out of those, there was only real 1, maybe 2 consistent offensive attacks. So the Bulldogs are able to maintain possession in that offensive end. I'm curious to see what that offense looks like this period.
You could say the same thing for Flint outside of the 5-minute major. Not a lot of sustained offense really by either team. Down the ice goes Adrian. Here's a penetrate inside. Weber with a block. 3 goals given up so far by Joseph Weber, but really he's not played a bad game. It's just been these opportunities have been just out in front for Adrian.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to argue in favor of Weber. Only 9 shots on goal for the Bulldogs in the first, and he allowed 3 of them to go through. Obviously, the one from center ice, well, that should never be a goal in a million years. But in terms of the other 2, he was shorthanded on one and then had a Bulldog breakaway. No Wolverine within a country mile on that last one. So, the more consistent offensive attack from the Wolverines, maybe gives Weber, get that head back in the game.
Player gets taken down on the near side, and a couple of officials over to kind of check on. That's number 47, Ryan Hutchinson. Looks like he's got some damage to one of his skates. So player gonna guide him over and off the ice, get that worked on. Again, with the alternate uniforms from Adrian in this game, about a handful of players not wearing their regular numbers. So makes it a little bit awkward, and official gonna swap them out. He's done this a few times in the face-off box. Now they put it down. Michigan fighting for it, not able to win it though, and it'll go down the ice.
We've already seen the Bulldogs kill a 5-minute major in this game, so no doubt in my mind that they're capable of killing a 2-minute standard penalty kill here.
The most offensive pressure that Michigan has had has almost exclusively come well on the power play. Gonna try and get some of that here, try and find a goal. Here's one to the far side, throws a shot right into the chest of Callahan.
And not a lot of room there for Austin Hinkson, finding space in the back of the net. Credit Callahan using that big frame of his to fill up that net.
This one goes down, pops around. Michigan has it in front, tries to get a shot off, not quite there. Slides softly towards Callahan, who covers it up.
A little surprised to see Callahan cover that up. You saw, in the crease there, it was Harry Dombowski who had a pretty good chance at clearing that one out. So instead, we're going to stay on this end.
Another shot gets thrown towards goal. Rebound back around. Kind of awkward there, but no goal. Now it pops back around to the other side. Able to keep it on this end was Temple. Another shot thrown off towards goal, goes wide. Potter will swing it back around. Duhane trying to keep it on this offensive end. 40 seconds still on the power play as Adrian able to play that one off the boards, and it'll go all the way down behind Weber's net.
Yeah, a chance for the Bulldogs to get a new line in, completely new group of 4, and get some fresh bodies to kill off the remainder of the power play.
Trying to do just that, and they'll not quite be able to clear it away as Michigan's able to keep it on this end, at least for the moment. Physical play on the near side. Not able to get it, though, as Temple will take it towards goal and right into the glove of Callahan.
Again, I'm impressed by this Bulldog power play today. We'll take another look at this play here. And it's the fight for it along the boards. It was Temple who won it. Just nowhere for him to go. Bulldogs shutting down all the lanes. The only part of all the lane that was there was filled up by Callahan.
They also out on front. 3 seconds on the power play. Throw it inside. Goes up into the netting off the deflection, but penalty kill officially good for Adrian.
Yeah, we mentioned it before. A little bit of a repeat of what we saw yesterday. Just a lot of penalties in that game yesterday. 6 in the first, 3 in the second, and then 3 in the third. We've already seen our first of the second. But again, credit the Bulldogs for killing that one off.
Michigan trying to get some even strength pressure here. That one goes softly towards Callahan and cover it up, and we'll drop the puck once again.
Yeah, Bulldogs haven't had a ton of success on the faceoffs today. You got to think it's in the back of the mind of Callahan as he's covering some of these pucks up. And just giving Michigan a few more chances in the offensive zone.
Swings around the outside of the boards again. Hops around, and Juan will try and chase it down, but not able to get there. And Adrian trying to break this one out, and they will. All the way through into the offensive end. Loses it out in front, pops away. Adrian going to try and keep it on this end, not able to. Here's a pop, trying to get it back out to neutral ice. Attempted shot blocked in front. Another penetration, inside shot blocked away. Back the other way, out in front. Not quite able to get there, kind of slipping out here on the ice. This one thrown out ahead. Pissung tries to feed it in front, not there. The tap around tries to keep it on this end. Hutchinson shot blocked around, and it goes in. A 4th goal of the game for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, big shot there, number 44. I believe that's Sam Carper. We'll take another look at it. Just a lot of space over on that left side. No Wolverines closing out, so he takes the long one, deflects off the shoulder of Weber, and knocks that water bottle off. Always good to see for a shooter.
Carper adds his 10th goal of the campaign to the totals, as now Adrian in total control, up 4-0. The Bulldogs on the attack again. That one goes nicely out in front, but nobody there. Here's a pass out in front, pops around, another shot towards the goal. But that one gets covered up by Weber. If you're ready to explore your Adrian future, Scholarship Day. Let's admitted students tour campus, meet faculty, and earn a renewable scholarship. You can register today at adrian.edu/admissions/visit-campus/scholarship day. Another swap out in the face-off circle. Now they'll put it down, and Michigan once again wins the face-off. Like we were talking about, Remington, they've won the majority of face-offs. There's a big hit against the boards. Fed out in front, trying to chase it down. Almost an opportunity. Here's a chance out in front, blocked in top. Michigan with the breakout all the way down the ice. Able to get it into the corner. It'll swing around the boards. More contact on the far side, as this continues to be a physical game. Here's a pass intercepted. Adrian penetrate all the way through. Leave it back behind. Inside shot off the post. Carpenter will take it away and get it up and over and through for an icing.
Yeah, you're seeing more and more physicality as this one continues to play out. So we'll take another look at this play. It was a good pick, but just didn't quite have the numbers. You see the shot, just the angle not quite there. It's a tough shot, and he rings it off the post.
This time, swap out the Michigan player and slide him right back in. Now they put it down. Finally, a puck squirts Adrian's way out of a face-off, but ends up against the boards. Now it pops away and goes down the ice. Adrian will play it quickly back out to center ice, trying to stretch the field here all the way through. In front, almost a shot, but missed on the attempt. Back the other way instead. 2-on-1, shot goes wide. Back the other way as this turns into a shoot fest. In front, nobody there for Adrian. Potter throws it ahead to Duane. Duane throws a shot towards goal, but Callahan deflects. Back behind once again. Adrian takes it away behind the net. We'll end up with it back at center ice. It'll pop all the way into the corner. Pops up once again as Michigan trying to collect here at neutral ice. Line change in for the Wolverines as Adrian will start to move forward. At the near side, so once again feeds it back behind, the wraparound, trying to find an angle, but nobody there. Here's a pass all the way in front. Deflection goes wide. Another one in front, bounces around, still bouncing, and Michigan able to clear it. Green keeps it on this end. Another long-range shot that goes on target, but Weber ready for that one. Break ahead for Michigan. To penetrate all the way around, bounces in front, but Adrian comes away with it. And play it up ahead. Tries to penetrate inside, nifty moves, shot and a goal! Bosak has one.
What a shot by Everett Bosak. Oh, backhand. Again, beats the shoulder of Weber. They found the weak spot. Just a good move inside, finds some space, and a nice backhand executed to perfection. Finds the back of the net. Make that 5 unanswered to start this one out for Adrian.
11:57 to go here in the second period, and Adrian has pulled it out so far, and it looks like they might be making a change in net as well. As Callahan, he's done his job so far. And they'll make a change in net for the Bulldogs as Lorenzo Colasso will come in, and Callahan will head to the bench to a healthy round of applause.
Yeah, nice performance today from Callahan. Again, had some question marks coming in. This is a team that has not been particularly good on the defensive end. Callahan did face 16 shots today, saved every single one of them. So Colasso certainly has some pretty large-sized shoes to fill into here.
Colasso has appeared in a number of games so far this season for Adrian.
This will be his 10th appearance of the year. Save percentage just over 90% at 90.5.
Makes
add
that
another one of that total there.
Yeah, makes that save on top as that one-timer by Drum goes on target. So Colasso in net. Going to face another face-off on that end. Michigan's had a lot of success on the face-offs, but Adrian comes away with that one. This one pops away right into neutralize, almost able to chase it down, but not able to get there in time. Instead, it goes back around behind. And we missed it paying attention to the Adrian goal change, but there was a change in net for Flint as well, as Weber is out and Maximus Pacheco is in. So we'll see what kind of game we have now with two different goalies in net for both teams. 5-0 the advantage for the Bulldogs. A little bit of nifty handling there, but doesn't turn into anything as we'll head the other direction. Pass out in front, but nobody there for Michigan. They'll go back around behind, throw it up ahead, pops around. Trying to collect it, and able to do so and keep it on this end is Frell. Ackerman sent it around in front, but nobody there for Adrian. Carpenter controlling it on the far side. Now they send it out ahead. Berger will take it all the way through, send it out in front, blocked away. Pass all the way across ice. Penetrate for another shot. That one goes high. Ackerman sends it back around behind. Try set it up in front. Rebound. Not quite there.
Yeah, not sure what the Wolverines' plan on defense was on that. We'll take another look. And as you watch the Michigan defense on this play, they all just kind of stand around after the initial pass inside. No one trying to make a play on the puck, just looking at each other like, hey, someone's got to clear this out. Well, and in the end, it was Panaccio who was able to just cover it up and fend for himself.
Puck down again. Swing all the way back around behind. Palacio loses it on the far side, pops around, collected, thrown towards goal, goes high. trying to pass it out to center ice, but intercepted by Adrian. They lose it right away, get it back, trying to throw it down, but deflected away, and Michigan will try and collect. Adrian with a quick steal, though. Both teams just kind of turning it over back and forth here. Now it finally will slide all the way down the ice and be recollected back behind. Hops around momentarily. Beckheel taking all the way around. Trying to throw a shot towards goal, not there. So this one ahead. Becky again as they skate around, more contact on the near side. Continuing just kind of pop loose. Now Adrian comes away with it, but hand up from the officials.
Yeah, we'll take another look at what's triggering the whistle here. It looks like they're going to call a trip there. It's on Matthew Kruger, just kind of got that stick down. Oh, and Adrian, once again, for the third time today, is going to be on the penalty kill.
So Matthew Kruger heads to the box, and third penalty kill, but it's been 7 minutes worth of penalties. They did kill off a 5-minute major in that first period. Michigan loses it over the blue line, so they'll have to fall back and reset. Deflected over the blue line again, so good defense early in the power play for Adrian. Also throws it across ice to Hinkston. Hinkson tries to get inside, locked away. Hinkson ends up with it, gets it back out to Palazzo. Palazzo tries to throw in towards goal, not there, blocked away, goes wide. Inside, that shot blocked, rebound not there. Now it gets sent all the way down ice, and the first real test of the contest for the new Adrian goalkeeper, Colasso, doing well.
Yeah, you saw Siler Brogel get hurt on that last play, and as he was trying to get off the bench, collided with the teammate. It took him even longer to get on. I'm a little surprised the officials didn't blow the whistle for too many men on the ice.
Now they blow a whistle for offsides.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it. It comes in through the neutral zone. I guess the skate just over that blue line. We've seen them be pretty lenient. There's been a couple times where they could have maybe blown that whistle. That one is about as close as it gets, but the officials are going to call that one offsides.
Rose and Carpenter collide, so Adrian had it for a moment. Michigan will try and reestablish a possession on the far side. Back over to Carpenter. He sends it ahead to Rose. Now Carpenter and Rose get inside. That shot goes wide.
Well, these Wolverines have had a few breakaway opportunities. That one a 3-on-1, but Carpenter just kind of rushes the shot there. Could have swung that back over to the left wing and had a much better look.
3 seconds on the power play, as this will be another penalty kill for the Bulldogs. So they continue to lead this contest 5-0. Over behind as it played off the boards into neutral territory. Adrian ends up with it back on their own end. Throw ahead to neutral ice, intercepted. Popped away once again. So both teams kind of throwing it from blue line to blue line here. Now Adrian gets it back behind their own net. Leaves it off in front. Skates all the way through as here's a breakaway opportunity. Bulldogs out in front. Loses it off the stick, and here's a transition opportunity the other way. Duran will take it all the way through. His shot blocked away. Rebound not there.
Nice play there from Colossos. You saw Durden break away Just kind of fired it right into center of mass of Colosso. Again, just these low-quality shot attempts off what should be pretty good opportunities for him.
Instead, it's Adrian the other way. They almost get a good look out in front, but it gets blocked away. Duran throws it back across ice. Swings all the way around. Collected by McNamara. Has a goal in this game. He gets it all the way through. Into the faceoff zone. Nifty move. Gets saved. Rebound not there. A little bit of contact on that play as well against Panaccio. But able to get back up. Stay in the net. Another heavy hit. This one turns into an opportunity for Adrian that goes just wide. Back the other way. Another shot goes wide of the goal. Adrian tries to throw that one down. Instead, it blocks away and ends up going down to their end before they're able to feed it all the way through. Pop around, another heavy hit. Pops around in front for a moment, but now Michigan comes away with it. Adrian another block to try and keep it on this end. Pops around, slides, bouncing still as Adrian fighting for it here. Michigan players kind of grabbing the stick. Here's an opportunity on the far side. Shot into the glove. Save by Panaccio. Remind you not to miss the Chase Matthew live at Adrian College on Saturday, March 21st at 7 p.m. for the spring concert. It's free for all Adrian College students, and tickets are available now at adriancollege.hometownticketing.com. That's March 21st, Chase Matthews at Adrian College. We're holding it down.
Well, for the first time today, the shots on goals finally even at 20 apiece. Of course, the real difference is that scoreboard 5-0 in the second. It's kind of an interesting story there. 20 shots on goal apiece. Bulldogs have converted 25% of them.
And for the majority of this game, Michigan's led in the shot count. Here's one that gets thrown all the way through for an icing.
Again, a lot of that's to do. You had the 5-minute major in that first period where, the majority of these Wolverine shot attempts came from, but, we also had a penalty here in the second and had a couple decent looks on it. So just under 50% of the shots on goal have come on power plays for the Wolverines today.
Adrian wins the face-off, but Michigan tries to keep it on this end, at least momentarily. Now it pops away and goes down the ice. Adrian will feed it back over the logo. Hard pass across. Misses at it, but turns into a shot opportunity the other way, but saved. Pops around again. Michigan trying to create something here. Now they get out ahead with Potter, but he gets knocked off the puck. Back the other way to go. More big contact against the glass, and Adrian looking for another shot opportunity. Couldn't get it that time. Into the face-off zone as Michigan will try and transition it out. Navrosky will throw it all the way around. Adrian will collect and reset back behind. Still a minute 30 to go here in the period. Continuing to just work back behind. Stalling out as much time as they can. Now they start the play. Get it across ice. All the way down. Cross shot. Goal! No, it bounced around. It hit the iron. I swear it hit the iron twice. but they're going to say that one didn't go in. Instead, it goes the other way. Big contact, shot, bounced around, rebound, not there. As that one looked like it hit the iron twice and didn't go in.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it. It was Basil Cook who ran right through the middle. It's like it deflected off the pad. Panacho, and then off the top upright of the net. That's about as close as you can get to a goal without actually putting one in there.
Almost looked like Panacho was just as surprised as everyone else it didn't go in.
Yeah, so everyone kind of hesitate for a minute. But the official waved it off pretty. It was a pretty quick wave off. Had a good look at it. Had the right angle.
1 minute to go here in the period. Adrian with the takeaway out in front. Throw it down, back behind. Tries to feed it in front. Rebound not quite there. Another rebound shot not there. Back around behind. Shot blocked again as Panacho continues to save them all. Here's an attack down the other way. Save by Colasso. Adrian will wrap it back around. 20 seconds to go here in the period. They'll get inside and drift too far over the blue line. That'll be a offside.
That was a nice save on that last possession by Colasso, sorry. As you saw him navigate down the ice, he had a pretty good look at it. But again, just the shot quality versus what I believe are better looks to be had. These Wolverines just simply aren't converting them.
.18 seconds to go here in the second. Put it down. She's going to get it all the way back across. Adrian blocks it out in front. Michigan will recollect and resettle here. 5 seconds left in the period. Going to be content to let this clock wind all the way down as Adrian College adds another pair of goals to the board.
Yeah, 2 goals in the period. So you have a little bit of extracurricular activity after the whistle, but quickly they are separated. But yeah, after a big first period where you put up 3, you know, we were a little worried we were going to see a repeat of what we saw yesterday with these Wolverines coming back for, you know, more goals of their own. This was the long one off the stick of Carper, beats the shoulder of Weber. Again, they consistently found the weak spot on Weber. That left shoulder was the targeted area today, and give credit to the shooters for the Bulldogs. They just found that target repeatedly. As we see this one again, this was the nice backhand. The backhand by O'Bricky on the side. A beautiful play as he navigated through and put one in. And those were the 2 goals that the Bulldogs had in second.
So Adrian College, they expand the advantage to a 5-0 lead. Looking in good position to close it out here in the third period. We'll see if they can do just that. Bulldogs and Wolverines, 1 more period to play. We'll be back with that third period coming up in just a few minutes. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, remember to follow Adrian College TV on social media. For game highlights and campus events, you can catch it all on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and X at Adrian College TV. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel to catch all our future streams live and support your Bulldogs.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
I'm a special ed social worker.
And I'm a third-year public affairs major.
I'm an action filmmaker.
Jevi is like a consolidated platform where I could have focused information in a couple swipes.
You can be another small voice that adds to a beautiful space. That's what I'm here for.
This is the Arrington Bookstore at Adrian College, the place to get game day ready, represent your clubs and organizations, and be Bulldog proud. With a wide selection of merchandise and a smile at every visit, stop by inside the Kane Student Center to pick up your Adrian College wares and make it another great day to be a Bulldog.
Welcome to Adrian College, where we believe in educating both the heart and the mind. With over 100 innovative academic programs and 10 cutting-edge institutes, you'll find a path that's right for you. Join our vibrant community of over 50 athletic teams and discover why we're recognized as a U.S. News & World Report Most Innovative Institution. Adrian College, where passion meets purpose. Your future starts here.
One-on-one battles lead to unit battles, which lead to team battles, and then a big victory at the end. Nothing different today than what you do every day, all right? Love you guys. Win on three. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
Before the achievements, before the celebrations, there's the work. Early mornings, late nights. Every challenge faced, every extra effort made.
Every victory starts with preparation.
We value leadership, resilience, and innovation. No victory without work. Because success isn't given, it's earned. Welcome to Adrian College.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Adrian College is a private liberal arts institution known for its diverse academic programs, strong emphasis on experiential learning, vibrant campus life, and commitment to fostering a supportive community. Want to visit Adrian College for yourself? Visit our website at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Ready to elevate your game? At Adrian College, our athletes strive for excellence on and off the field. Get involved in over 50 student clubs and organizations where your passions meet purpose. With innovative programs and personalized learning, our academics are designed to ignite your future. Experience vibrant student life, where community and connection shape your college journey. Adrian College, where you belong. Apply today and become part of the Bulldog family.
These students who have worked so hard to achieve what so many never achieve. This evening you join the select company of people who hold a baccalaureate degree or a master's degree. You join a privileged group of individuals, a minority of persons in this country, and an even smaller fraction from around the world who have had both the opportunity to pursue higher education and the intelligence, discipline, and determination to reach this goal. You should be very proud.
I will unquestionably miss being an Adrian College Bulldog. I will miss the pink flowers that light up the campus each spring, the dining halls that prompt exchanges of, "How's your day been?" after a long day of classes, and the sporting events that fill students with pride. I will miss the way this campus instantly feels like home each time I set foot on that Bulldog Mile.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth and introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and great opportunity. A time that you will always look back on.
welcome back to the Arrington Ice Arena as the Adrian College Bulldogs lead U of M Flint by a score of 5-0. Josh Mitchell and Remington Gilniak in the booth with you for this one. And Remington, this has been a game that has been controlled by Adrian really start to finish.
Yeah, just about every single aspect of this game, it's been all Adrian. The goaltending's been far superior. But what I want to focus on is just the consistent offensive attack. We didn't see it much in the first period, but there in the second, how many times did you look up and the puck was surrounded by black jerseys attacking whoever these Wolverines had in net? Looks like here for the second period, they're going to stick with Panaccio, who didn't have a terrible start to his outing. Back in the second period, faced a couple shots. Nothing too deadly against them, though. So I'd imagine here in the third, we're going to see the Bulldogs just come out with an air raid, take any shots he can, test out what he has. He's got a pretty big frame, 6 foot, 215 out of Illinois. So I'm sure we'll see the Dogs fire a ton of shots his way.
Panaccio came in at about 30 minutes into this game when the score was 5-0. He replaced Joseph Weber, who started the contest. Adrian also made a change in net. Callahan started this game, really played fantastic against the limited number of shots he had to face because of how well his front line was playing. But they have swapped Callahan out, as it will continue to be number 29, Colasso, in net for Adrian here in the third.
Yeah, Lorenzo Colasso, a player that this team is very excited about. The two senior goaltenders, Sup and Herman, will likely be out after this year. So you're kind of going into that youth movement in the goaltender position. And a guy like Lorenzo Colasso, out of Italy, has had a very strong, freshman campaign so far. This is his 10th appearance. The save percentage still over 90%. It's only continuing to climb throughout this one. So definitely a bright future ahead for this team.
Puck popped around in front and it'll slide down. Hand up from the official, so delayed penalty against Adrian. Going to look for a touch to kill this one off as they bring an extra player onto the ice. They'll skate 6-on-5 until Adrian can get a touch.
Yeah, I believe they're going to get Garrett Friel on a hook here. A lot of contact. As you saw Wolverine trying to penetrate. We'll take another look at it. As they went up the ice, it was Friel who was trying to close out. And just grabbed the jersey, and the official was on it right away.
So Friel will head to the box. That'll put Adrian back on the penalty kill, a position that not only is there a 0 on the scoreboard for Michigan, but the penalty kills themselves have been pretty successful for Adrian.
Yeah, even in that 5-minute major, I believe they had 9 shots on goal during it. And maybe 1 or 2 of them was a good look, but we've seen a lot of that, just deflections in front, not even allowing these Wolverines to have a good chance at a goal.
Here's an attack, tries to get a shot off, taken off his stick. And like you said, Adrian just doing a good job, just throwing it down the ice, killing off this time, not allowing any high-quality shot opportunities for UFM on a majority of these power plays. Here's Temple inside, sets it up in top, blocked away.
And look at that wall Adrian created on that last one. You saw Potter driving in, and there are 4 giant black jerseys standing in front of the net, just nowhere for that puck to go.
Line change in for the Wolverines. Minute 16 to go on this power play, 18-18 to go in the game. Another face-off win for Michigan. Play it down into the corner. Burr has it topped out in front. Good save, as that one nearly snuck by Colasso. Michigan trying to reset their attack. Let's get all the way through, set this one up in front, pops lightly towards the goal and ends up back over onto the far side. They'll swing it around the boards.
And these Wolverines just can't penetrate whatsoever against this defense, putting a lot of pressure on the puck as they almost take that one away. Just unrelenting defensive pressure on the power play kill.
Still 20 seconds to try and make something happen for Michigan. Instead, it'll go all the way down the ice. Back behind Panaccio as he'll set it up there. 10 seconds on the penalty here as it gets taken away out in front. Skate back into the corner. Time will run out on the penalties, so we'll skate even strength once again.
And only one shot on goal the entire power play for these Wolverines. Guarantee that next practice, you're going to see a lot of 5-on-4.
Adrian has it, loses it in neutral ice, and they'll get it back, try and reset an offense. That one sneaks all the way through. Official says tip, so no icing.
Yeah, just grazed the stick of Meisner. Bulldogs got a break on that one.
Taken away at neutral ice, tried to throw it towards goal. Instead, taken away and head the other way was Carpenter. Now Adrian ends up with it again. More players tumble to the ice. Back the other way we go, all the way through. Loses it off of the stick of Duhane. Duhane will throw it all the way back out. Here's a long shot. Saved away.
Yeah, we mentioned Donahue's name a few times. He's been the best offensive player for this Wolverine team. He's got 19 points so far, and he's really a shoot-first guy. Most of those points coming off of goals. So a little surprised to see him so quiet tonight.
Down the ice. Pops up into the air. Over the heads of the Adrian College players, so they'll try and reset back behind. Good hustle by Carpenter. He has it fed out in front. Nobody there from Michigan. Trying to reset was Temple. Drum throws it back in towards goal and deflected by Colosso high into the air, the Arrington. Back the other way. Goes Carper, popping all the way through before that whistle will blow.
Yeah, another stoppage here. Well, Bulldogs finally are going to have a face-off in the offensive zone. They haven't won very many of these today. I got a feeling if they were to come away with this draw that they got a pretty good shot at getting their 6th of the game.
They do come away with the draw momentarily, but it drifted into the corner and Michigan was able to grab it. Here's Temple all the way through. That shot goes wide to the right and up into the netting of the Arrington.
And it was good mirroring there by Garrett Friel, just following the shooter stride for stride, never gave him a lane, and whatever tiny gap was there, Colosso just filled the whole thing up.
All the players line up around the face-off circle to the left of Colosso, and the official says, no, we're going to drop it in to his right. That one goes right off towards him, but taken away on the stick of a Bulldog. That one gets thrown all the way across the ice, bounces back behind. Player slips awkwardly right in front of Panaccio, but no harm done. Another pass that goes up, and that one goes careening back behind the bench areas.
Yeah, back-to-back plays where we see the puck go out of play. That first one kind of got caught in that net. Now we're into February now. We've been playing games here inside the Arrington Ice Arena for a solid about 4 months now. So, those nets attached to the plexiglass starting to tear away just a little bit, creating a little bit less tension than they should. So we've seen that throughout the last few games in the arena here. Pucks flying not only onto that net, getting caught, but going straight through it.
Another face-off opportunity goes down, and back over a long-range shot, gloved save by Panaccio. We'll drop it again.
Yeah, it's a little bit more what I expected to see here in the third. Bulldogs maintaining possession on the offensive end and just firing shots at Panaccio. Now, taking a look at most of the goaltenders for this Wolverine team, not a single one of them with a save percentage over 90%. In fact, Panaccio came into this one at 85%.
Trying to clear this one away without a shot opportunity. Sitting out in front. Now Michigan corrals it momentarily. Adrian gets it back after the contact at center ice.
I was surprised we didn't see a trip there. As yep, we do. The official's hand goes up. So very clearly that stick came in and swiped out the skates.
Colasso comes off the ice, but no harm done. So Colasso will skate back over as
we take another look at it. Very obvious contact there. And it's going to be Mason Wisniewski headed in. If you slash right in front of an official, they're going to call that every single time.
Adrian does have a power play goal in this contest. They actually had a 5-on-3. The 3 got killed off, and right at the end of the 5-on-4, they managed to score a goal.
You know, Adrian, they haven't fired as many shots as you would think. 5-goal lead, only 28 shots on goal, but here on this power play, I expect that number to go up substantially.
Taking their time around the far side. Like you said, not firing wild shots, trying to set up a good shot. Here's a shot out in front, goes high. This one pops around. They'll take it to the far side. Deflected in front. Bounces around for a goal. The deflection in front gets it by Panaccio. And the Bulldogs extend their lead.
And it was Sam Carper who came in with the deflection. It was just an entry shot there, center of mass against Panaccio. And then you saw Carper, good hand-eye coordination, putting the stick about a meter up in the air and pushing it down on that left side for Adrian's 6th goal of the contest.
6th goal for Adrian, 2nd for Carper in this game as he now has 11 on the season. Michigan just trying to find one. Bounce it around, more contact on the ice, and we'll blow the whistle here as Rose shaking up a little bit, but does pop up pretty quick.
Yeah, Josh, he's a hockey player. You know, number one rule in hockey, you go till you can't go no more. Even in a 6-0 game, I'm sure we're going to see Rose back on the ice in this one, a little bit banged up, but well, that's never stopped a real hockey player before.
Looked like he was trying to come back on right now, but the official said, no, you got to come out at least for a little bit. Adrian wins the face-off, dishes this one down into the corner. More contact against the boards as, again, there were a lot of penalties in the game yesterday. There have been quite a few in this game. Several major penalties as well.
Yeah, this Adrian team, no stranger to the penalty box. Towards the top of the ranks in the conference in that metric, and all these Wolverines certainly shown that they're capable of doing the same thing.
Take it out in front, gets knocked away, and Bio threw it all the way back down. Colasso sets it up behind the net. Take it out ahead, all the way through, stops, gets knocked down, and that'll be another penalty.
This one's going to go against Zach Potter. Coming through, takes out the legs of a Bulldog. We'll take another look at it here. We're trying to set up the offense, navigating through the neutral zone. Traffic comes in, and yep, just swipes out the right leg of a Bulldog there. And well, that's going to put you in the box more often than not.
So Adrian just scored on a power play just a couple of minutes ago. Now back on it. Going to try and do it again. throws a shot right out in front, blocked, rebound not there, goes around behind.
I'll tell you what, Josh, these Bulldogs are having fun right now. Hasn't been quite the season they were expecting. Here on, in the PA system, they were playing the Cotton Eye Joe, and you saw just about half the Bulldog bench dancing along to it. Well, getting back to the game, we'll take another look at what caused this whistle.
Yeah.
Outside, a lot of contact down low, and right in front of the official, the trip comes in.
So a second penalty, so now a 5-on-3, already up by 6. Gonna try to make that 7. Before we drop the puck, though, they'll swap out.
Yeah, I could be seeing goal count go from 6 to 7 on this one.
Adrian will set it up on top. Penetrate inside, throw a shot, blocked around, and ends up in the corner. Adrian keeps it on this end. Hutchinson trying to reset. They lose that one, and they'll throw it all the way down the ice.
That's a big defensive play by these Wolverines. They're, 5-on-3, especially for this long of a duration, so hard to kill because your odds of clearing it away are just so low. So for the most part, you're stuck with the same 3 skaters out there, and that gets real tiring real fast when you're down 2 whole men.
Inside, tries to set it up in front, but Michigan gets it again and able to clear it out a second time. So well done so far on the 5-on-3. Adrian trying to take it down ice quickly. They'll reset up, bring a couple of fresh legs on to try and reset this attack. Still 40 seconds of the 5-on-3. That shot out in front goes wide. Collected, swinging around. Trying to get by, not there, and this will be another clear away for Michigan.
I'm a little surprised we didn't see Meisner try to skate with that one a little bit, but again, just the fatigue setting in. They were able to get one line change out there, but just so tough to get new guys in.
Cook sends it across. That one goes in front, rebound not quite there. Another clear away will end the 5-on-3. We'll have just a few seconds left here in the 5-on-4 power play as well. Bounces over the ice. They'll throw it back in behind once again, and that'll be a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4 penalty kill for Michigan. So well done there.
Yeah, and honestly, the officials could have blew the whistle on that last contact by the blue line. Another Bulldog having their legs swiped out. A couple people in the crowd reacted instantly, but these officials this late in the game, just under 10 minutes, and the deficit this big, they're just kind of going to let them play for a little bit.
Michigan has it back. McCary will throw one across the front of Colasso. Hops around back over to the blue line, skating down quickly on the attack, and goes down was Cook.
Yeah, if you would have told me coming in that the Bulldogs would have 6 goals and Basil Cook would be largely uninvolved with every single one of them, I would have told you that you were lying.
Michigan resets in front. That one towards goal, blocked away by Colasso. Poking for it in the near corner. Adrian comes away with it. Goes into the netting behind Colasso. Ends up out on the far side, and Adrian will try and slow things down. Ackerman has it. He'll get all the way through. Loses it momentarily back behind net, then gets knocked off the puck. All the way through and thrown down the ice. Icing called as well. Just a reminder that all ACTV broadcasts are fully student ran. Myself, Josh Mitchell, my color commentator tonight, Remington Gilniak, and then Gabriel Broom on our camera, and Tate Wise directed for us here this evening. 8:19 to go. in a one-sided contest for the Bulldogs, up 6-0. Michigan going to try and get one back here as they penetrate all the way through. Blocked away by Colasso once again.
Yeah, Colasso having himself a little bit of a game here. Entered about halfway through. Well, he's done quite well so far. Hasn't had, again, too many tough shots to block, but the few that he has, he's playing very fundamental right now and doing all the little things right so far.
Like you said, a good chance he plays as a lead goalie for moving forward into next season for this team.
Yeah, you've seen two freshmen. It was Callahan who got the start, and then Colasso. Both of them similarly built, both 5'9", just about a 5-pound difference in measured weight, but these weights were taken a while ago. And while the freshman 15 is indeed a real thing, Josh.
There was a trip for Adrian, so.
Yeah, we'll take another look at it here. The Wolverines trying to mount an offensive attack. They push it through into the neutral zone. A little bit of contact, was able to shake through. It's a bit of a weak call there, not a, looks like a pretty typical hockey play. I just got done talking about how I think the officials were going to let him play, but a little bit more of an active whistle on that one.
Matthew Kerger will sit down, and Adrian, they've been excellent on the penalty kills. Going to try and do it again. That one almost gets intercepted. And an aggressive push for Bosek. Instead it ends up back in neutral ice. Poking away for it. Bosek ends up with it again. He'll throw it around the back of the boards.
Yeah, Everett Bosek been really good on the penalty kill today. He's been a large reason why they've killed so many. Just putting pressure on the puck consistently, playing good stick work, and just either poking it away or intercepting passes and turning it into a scoring opportunity.
Able to keep it over the blue line. They send it back around to Potter. Ackerman trying to knock him off of it, and he does. Carpenter, though, able to keep it on this end. Back to Potter. He throws a shot towards goal, and it's swallowed up by Colasso.
Yeah, these Wolverines just unable to generate any sort of an attack, even on a power play. Just not moving with a ton of urgency. You'll see a lot of white jerseys just kind of standing around. You saw a little bit of action there at the end, but just been long-range shots, just one-time opportunities. No chance for a rebound or anything. Just a major lack of execution from these Wolverines.
Another swap out in net. As pops around, and Michigan comes away with the face-off win. Hingston loses it, but able to keep it on this side for now. Contact in the corner as they'll swing it around. Here's a shot thrown towards goal. Rebound not there.
Yeah, it's the first time in a while we've even seen a chance at a rebound for these Wolverines. Credit Colasso for swallowing the puck whenever it's come his way.
Here's an attack the other way, all the way through. Pass across, shot bounces around, but saved by Panaccio.
Yeah, the Bulldogs had a pretty good chance there, 2-on-1. We'll take another look at it. Nothing but open ice in front of them. See, it was a good dish inside, but just caught it off kind of a little bit too far up the stick, not able to get enough on it to get it past Palaccio.
That shot head towards Palaccio, but goes wide. Taking it out on the breakout is Hingston. Hingston taken all the way through, slips out in front, bounces around as the puck ends up back behind. As now Adrian back to full strength. Hingston slips as he tries to get forward. And Adrian trying to break out once again. Head down and wrap back around. Fighting for it as they Wolverines knock him off the puck and try to create an attack of their own. Magari all the way through. His shot swallowed up again by Colasso.
Yeah, Brandon Durden almost had a major opportunity. You know, he was out in front of just about every single Bulldog, but the lead pass at center ice just led him a little bit too far. He got just enough of it to stay with it, but you know, Bulldogs certainly avoided danger on that one.
Puck goes back behind Colosso once again. Adrian will bring it out. Off the way at neutral ice. They'll recollect and reset. That pass gets deflected away, ends up all the way back down behind Panaccio. Fighting for it there. Goes out in front. Long range shot gets saved by Panaccio. Set up back behind. Fighting for it right up against the net, but the official will wave it off here. More pushing and shoving after the fact, as this has been a physical game both tonight and last night as well.
Yeah, tonight it's been a lot of Grayson Meisner who's kind of playing that minor goon role. You've seen him getting in the face of a few Bulldogs tonight, little pushing and shoving after the whistle pretty consistently throughout this one, as we see Durden head to the penalty box.
So he will sit down as they try to figure out how many players to put on the ice here. Michigan had one too many out there, so they will reset. More contact and another whistle, as maybe a little bit of frustration there from Adrian College players in a game that they're up 6-0. I can't imagine Tyler Cataline, the head coach, is very happy about that one.
And we'll take a look. It's Basil Cook going right into the board. Big hit. Official was on it immediately. One of the biggest hits I've seen out of Basil Cook. You know, he's not the biggest guy in the world. He's kind of that shifty skater who, you know, again, he's the offensive engine of this team. So he kind of flies around the ice, makes plays on the offensive end. But how about that? Lowering the shoulder right into the boards.
So they should be a 5-on-3, but I count 4 Adrian College skaters out there. Only one penalty being shown on the board, but there are 2 Adrian skaters in the box, so not sure exactly what's going on here.
There's a big hit on the left wing right in front of an official. Looked like contact to the head, but nothing called.
So this is a 5-on-4 for Adrian, as Temple will throw it across ice. Carpenter tries to get inside and gets deflected up into the rafters here at the rink.
Yeah, I got to give credit once again to Every Boss. Like, not the first time I've mentioned him today, but on these power play kills, he is absolutely everywhere.
Set for another face-off here, as Michigan really just trying to get one back in a game that Adrian has controlled wire to wire so far. Rose over to Carpenter. Carpenter left it off for Temple momentarily, but takes it back. Tries to get one out in front, but covered up quickly by Colosso.
And these Wolverines just have him know to find a way to beat the wall that Adrian's putting up on the power play. Just keeping all their skaters outside, taking these long-range shots, hoping for a rebound. The problem is, since they're all spaced out, even if you get a rebound, you got 4 black jerseys to kick it away.
Goes down as Carpenter collects his long-range shot, blocked in front. Another shot opportunity. That's another shot. Maybe the best chances that Michigan has had all game. They can't find the back of the net. That one goes into the Adrian College bench area.
Yeah, some big plays on the defensive end. We'll take another look at it. So off the draw, a lot of space opened up. So he took the shot in over Temple. A big play, putting the body on the line. I believe that was Easton Green. You know, tough to tell the numbers with these jerseys. But putting the body on the line, even in a 6-0 game.
Palacio throws it over to Hingston. He gets one out in front, but gloved up quickly by Colasso again. And like you said, Colasso's done a great job preventing rebound opportunities in this game.
Absolutely. We've barely seen any second chances off a Wolverine shot. And again, a lot of that's due to Colasso covering it up or just making a straight up good save, kicking it away right away. Well, definitely playing himself into some more playing time potentially.
Breakaway almost for Adrian, but instead Palacio has it back behind net. Adrian takes it away in front. It's around to the near side. Not able to get a shot opportunity as it goes back around instead. Swing all the way around the boards, and Adrian will hold it here, trying to kill off this last 13 seconds of the Michigan power play. Bouncing around, and U of M Flint will take it out to neutral ice as the box opens up. Michigan really struggled to establish consistent offensive pressure at points even during power plays in this contest. As Adrian really capitalized on the opportunities they've had. Minute 40 to go. Adrian by 6. More contact in front. Both teams just kind of skating back and forth here. That one goes high over the head of Panaccio. Poked around and swung all the way back around. Almost an opportunity for Milazzo to find his second of the game. Here's another opportunity. Spun around. Backhand shot not there. 60 seconds to go. Adrian hunting another goal. Sends that one across the front. They'll drift all the way back out over the center ice line. .40 seconds now as Michigan get it back around behind once again. Poking for it back against the boards. McCary comes away with one. That one bounces off the post. All the way back around. Another long range throw goes wide. 15 seconds here. Back around behind. A couple players go for it. Ends up popping over to the Adrian end. 5 seconds now. It'll drift back out to neutral ice. And that'll be your contest as the Adrian College Bulldogs will improve to 13-11 on the campaign. They take a series sweep of University of Michigan-Flint.
Yeah, definitely nice to sweep the home and home. Of course, they got the win yesterday. You know, they got to sleep in their own beds overnight, come back here to the Arrington Ice Arena, and put out an absolute show for us today. Outshot them 37-32. Most importantly, got the win at 6-0. We'll take a look at how they got that lead. This was McNamara early on in the first from center ice. Definitely the highlight of this game. Somehow beat Weber there.
Yeah, really a goal that kind of set the whole tone. It's, you know, you had a pretty tight game yesterday. Weren't sure what kind of game you're going to have today, and what do you know, McNamara, he knocks one down from long range.
Yeah, here was the final goal. It was off the deflection. Again, Carper, that was his second of the game. Definitely a nice game for, well, today he was wearing number 44.
Usually they're at number 25. Again, the alternate jerseys throwing a wrench in some of those numbers for the Adrian College players. But really a great game for Adrian against a team that you played a 3-2 game against yesterday. You came out, and I think the scoreboard says you dominated, and it felt like it. It felt like University of Michigan really didn't have the opportunities to even make this game close.
No, the Adrian College defense absolutely stout. They killed 5 power plays throughout this one, and on every single one, not many chances for these Wolverines to score, and a lot of that came on the backs of the Bulldog goaltenders today. Dylan Callahan and Lorenzo Colossal combined for the shutout. 32 shots defended, 0 found the back of the net.
A fantastic outing for the Adrian College Bulldogs. They will continue on their season after this 6-0 win, as the Bulldogs men's D2 hockey up next. They're going to have a home game against Calvin University right here at the Arrington. That game will be February 14th, and it'll be right here on ACHA before you get into playoff action. So one more game, senior night action at the Arrington coming up on the 14th for these Bulldogs, but putting together a pretty solid conclusion to this season. That'll do it for us here from the Arrington. Bulldogs 6, University of Michigan-Flint 0. Adrian College putting together a run to finish off the season. That'll do it for us here on ACTV. Hope you all have a great night.